All right, good morning.
What are we waiting for?
Welcome to Vegas. And welcome to my new truck. So what we have here today, we have one rather basic Kenworth truck. It's a T680, flat matte hood. T680 with a Cummins ISX. The original ISX, not the later kind. And the later one being the ISX 15. This is the fleet specification engine, so it's rated at 450 horsepower and I think 1650 foot-pounds. Bit of thunder there. Sound mod courtesy of Z-Mods. Thank you, Z-Mods. Thank you for your work. And I am going to take a load of sand into California. I'm using the truck, using the Eaton Fuller 13 speed. I think I can, yeah, he's turning off.
Turn left.
But I am going to use it in automatic mode. It's been a while since I've driven one of these trucks. I seem to be sitting quite high up. So this is a custom engine mod that I've put together myself, just using Z-Mod sounds and the Cummins website.
Turn left.
And we're going to see how well we do with, well, I don't want to say brutal weather and traffic, because the weather is the standard, but the traffic is certainly turned up. I think I'm using twice SCS normal traffic here. One of the things I found with traffic, it's not that hard on the GPU, it's quite hard on the CPU. So right now, one of my processing cores is maxed out. Because it's raining, there's a bit of traffic around. I expect that.
Turn right.
Okay, we have a green light, that's good. And hopefully, if the weather improves and we get out of the city, it will not be so stuttery. First things first, let's go and pick up my cargo. So we are using a pretty basic truck today. It's a 6x4, so both the rear axles are powered. And like I say, that fleet spec engine. It was yellow when I passed it. Didn't get fined. Good. I enjoy the sound that this engine makes. I'm not sure how well it'll do with the semi-auto, or the automated manual mode I should say. It's not semi-auto. It can be if I make it that way. Some thunder.
Keep left.
Oops, I'm in the wrong lane. Sorry everyone. Oh, mess up. This is embarrassing. Don't mind me, anyone.
We're here. Now drop the load.
Okay, hopefully that's not how the whole drive's gonna go, but let's see, what have we got? 44,500 pounds, 170 miles, give or take, to Barstow, California. That should be a pretty reasonable trip. Stones earns even less than Sacramento, earns quite a bit more, but that's a long trip. I don't want to do 500 miles today, so we're going to go ahead and take the sand. Let's see if we can make a different color trailer. Oh, we have a blue one, a blue dumper. I wonder if that earns more. Well, blue probably won't, but I wonder if the dumper double does. Let's try that. Wow, that earns a lot less. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. Let's try this dumper here. We're back to where we were. 1258, okay. What's the single dumper make? A little bit less. Yeah, I'll go with the blue one. Does it kind of matches the truck. It's a little closer. Right, let's go ahead and confirm that job. And where is it? A messy yard. Weather is, of course, absolutely filthy. Now, I don't know how much rain Vegas gets, but I can't imagine it gets that much. Hopefully it'll clear up. Okay, so it's this one here. So, since the last time I've played the game, I've tweaked my my gaming machine a little. Let's go ahead and shut that window. I have just overclocked the processor a little bit, because it should help my frame rates in bad weather. Right now, not particularly. Still pretty low. Let's take a view at this very stock-looking truck. So what did I add? I added that the hood mirrors. Those are very useful, and the deflector, because for aero. But everything else is that delightful grey, as opposed to black plastic. I believe it's called Duty. I think that gets us there. We even have standard wheels and tyres. I haven't used the slightly darker. I think it's Dynamics it's called. Okay, well, I should just check that everything works. Can I get down here to check the lights? I could jump out the cab, but no, my brake lights seem to work. You know what? It's raining. No chance of me having a wreck anyway, so let's be on the way. The transmission decided to use first, which is interesting. So I must think it's a pretty heavy load. Just try not to get lost on my way out of here. Maybe a basic truck, but at least it's got navigation on the dashboard. That's nice. The Macar, not the Macar. The Mac Anthem's one of my favourite trucks, but that is a day cab. Misses the nav on the dashboard. Yeah, I'm getting some frame hesitation and some lags, some lagging. Look at that traffic waiting for me. Yay! I think traffic's going to make this a harder journey. Wow, the weather too. You can cope with the frame rate. Oh, look at that, it's clear. Okay, let's get back on the roads. Are we clear? Yep, we're clearing. That's good. Alright, we're off. The right-hand lane. Oh, didn't need to do that. Let's go back into the left-hand lane. Sorry, everyone. I'm a numpty. It's okay. I'm going to turn left up here. I guess it's taking us back through the town again. Yeah, I could have stayed on that road, but
Turn left.
I'll do what the navigation says. It presumably knows better than me. Look at the traffic. So this is what time is it? 6 AM? 5:30, 5:24. So there's a bit of traffic around. I don't know how busy Vegas is at 5:30 in the morning, but I dare say it's not quiet. I don't think I've been awake at Vegas at that time of the day. Okay, we have a green light. Let's go. Yeah, it kind of feels heavy. The fleet spec engine is well, it's no wall of fire, but it actually performs okay. I guess it needs to. I think I want to use this lane here. Sorry, boss. Exit. You can hear the retarder. I try and add the retarder to my transmissions where I can. So it does make life a little easier. And the rain stopped. That should help things a lot. Alright, let's set cruise to 65 and see how we go. Oh, I didn't need to actually use my indicator there. Looks like the lane just became a driving lane. Alright, well, gonna give ourselves some bullet time here. I will be back once we've made some progress. Well, bollocks. That didn't end well. That's probably... yeah, I don't think I can get out of this. Okay, well, let's go ahead and recover the truck because that was a mess up. So,
Recomputing.
guess this isn't the most stable of trucks then, shall we say?
Rerouting.
Truck's going to be a little damaged now. Let's take a look. 18. Well, at least the cargo wasn't damaged. I'm going to assume I can still make it. It wants me to get it fixed. Looks like the gearbox is damaged, but we're just going to carry on. We've got a schedule to keep. Am I clear on the... Oh, seems to be clear both sides. I'm enjoying how the graphics look with the detail change I made. Okay. So I wonder if I'm missing a ratio or two at the gearbox. Find out in due course. So I hadn't even covered 50 miles when I rolled it. Way to go there, David. Way to go.
Turn left.
About to enter I was about to enter California, so where am I on the map? No, not that one. I'll set it back a little bit. I had an odd sound from the gearbox then. I think something's definitely broken. Hey, I was right here. What were the chances of that? Okay, given it's me, probably there or thereabouts, but... Alright. I still have all my gears. That's good. Okay. I'm a little surprised at that. Maybe that's actually an engine fault that I've got, so... maybe it'll start stalling out on me. Oh, what's that on the right? Is that like a prison or something? I don't know what that is. I've never noticed that before either. So let's see where... oh, we've got plenty of time, yeah. We've got to get there in 4 hours 43 and I'm only 2 hours away. Call it 2.5 if I get lost, because that's what I do in the real world, and we've got loads of time. I guess no more bullet time for me. So lifting off all the way. This guy's going to pull out in front of me. I can just feel it. Oh, maybe he's not. Maybe this guy is. No. Wow. Okay. I take it all back. I'm going to manually short shift it into 12th. I'll do the same with the top in just a second. There we go. Looking at my mirror, that trailer is really unstable. Wow. everywhere. Maybe that's why we get paid the big bucks to take this trailer. Let's take a look. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And I guess it's kind of short for quite a bit of weight, but it must be top heavy. Something that would have been nice to have known before I took that corner at 65. Something I should have known anyway, I think. I don't think I've got the power to get past Mr. Coca-Cola, but maybe I do. We're going down the hill because the speed's creeping up. Let's let the retarder keep the speed under control. It'll kick in at 61. So it's just about to kick in. Just about to kick in. There we go. You can hear it whistle a little. Let's pull back into the inside lane. Yeah, that trailer is pretty wobbly. I've learned something then. I never saw that before. Good to know. Just in case. So traffic on the freeway is not so bad, and I wouldn't expect it to be. It's when I get into the cities, it's going to be a killer. And combine that with some rain, and it hammers my CPU. Right now, looking at the monitor, one of my cores on the CPU is about 75% working at the moment. So, and I have an i7 overclocked to 5 gigahertz, which it's not an extreme overclock by any stretch, but it's a few percent over standard. I wonder if the new model, the new engine rather, that SES are working on will just pull back into this lane. Will make better use of more cores, maybe. If I increase the traffic, the CPU takes a bit of a hammer. So if I were driving this in manual mode, I would have downshifted to 12, just one gear. I think that will be 6 low as opposed to 6 high. So like now I've just shifted it manually into 12. I'll do the same into top. There we go. Did the same thing again. It went straight from, I guess, 6 high to 5 high. Something I've noticed with the way that the transmissions are set. Oh, there. Is it transmission or engine? It's the engine, I think, where you code the engine. I managed to stop at that time just by intercepting the change. Okay, it's manually 4, 6 high. There we go. Getting kind of nervous watching the trailer in the mirror just wobbling around all over the place, but maybe I just need to angle the mirror so I don't see the trailer so much. That will probably help me put my mind at ease. So yeah, it's been a while since I've driven the Kenworth T680. I think this was my very first truck I ever had. I had this on the Peterbilt 579, and of course I had the ISX12, the 370 horsepower engine, and probably the 10-speed. And of course I loved it because it was my first truck. I mean, who doesn't let their first truck or their first car? And now it's kind of plain. I mean, plastic sides, steel wheels, whoops, non-self-correcting steering, loose nut at the wheel, dashboard's easy to use. Tells me I need to get it fixed. That's very useful to know, because I wouldn't have known without that. I'll turn off the lights though. Let's see if it's still so well lit. Oh, I can't tell. Let's try Jake brake. I told this engine to downshift if it could, and that's working. Yep, it's working beautifully. Whoa. Okay. Alright. I wasn't nervous, I knew that we'd stop. Was it a weird creak? What was that? Oh well. Turn in here. And we're almost at the destination, so yay, that works for me. Curious to see what the mileage has been. Yeah, that creak is not normal sounding. But as I say, this sort of fleet optimized engine. When you check the Cummins brochure, the ISX, there's a whole bunch of different engine models. And it reads as though most of them can be retuned. So you can buy the 500 and you can tune it up to 600 or 550, I think. Apart from the 450 fleet. That one, it says along the lines of, this is hardware optimized for 450 horsepower and can't be changed. Which is why I chose it for this truck. This is a fleet truck. So the rules of this fleet truck, well, there were going to be no servicing for 10,000 miles. That's going to be a tough one because I wrecked it. It's also going to be... There we go. It's a day cab. So I can't stop in just a lay-by or a truck stop. I've really got to use a motel or a hotel because I have no bed in my cabin. Anyway. Alright, well, let's check my mileage. So 30 gallons at 170 miles is not even 6 to the gallon. A little bit less than 6. Okay. Well, a little disappointing. I did have a little incident with a corner, and that's damaged something, so maybe I've got a fuel leak. Not sure. Overall, though, I like the way the engine sounds. The truck seems to be a little bit skitterish and a little bit tall. That trailer was a bit of a horror, but I had a good trip. So, not so bad. If you've enjoyed this, click like. If you haven't, click dislike. You can subscribe for more. But most of all, have a great day. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.